tune and on time Grown Man Record Night. Where the hell else do you want to be on Friday night? Got the boss man chilling with us this evening. Our good buddy Steve Fever is in the ATL.
ATL doing big things.
Big things. I always feel like this thing's in my grill, man. I'll get it over there.
Well, get up closer to me, man. Snuggle on up.
Snuggle. He went down there to get a Macara.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Steve's doing things down there, but we appreciate
Big
everybody
time things.
joining us here on Friday night. This is where you want to be.
This is where the conversation starts.
This is where the conversation starts.
Pardon the cough, and this water is some purified
What you drinking,
spring
man?
water.
What you drinking?
I mean, normally we're drinking the North Carolina spring water, but today is just some Harris Teeter purified water. And you know what? I don't understand the difference.
Right.
Like, I've been on this water kick now for a few months, drinking water tough. It's making me buff. It's making me more energetic. It's making the third eye shine.
Of course.
But when you go to the store, you can get purified water or you can get spring water.
Well, now spring actually comes from a natural spring that comes out of the ground. It's a natural occurring process.
Then what's purified?
Purified water goes through a process of being purified, distilled, and purified. And Cameron's actually told me, since he's a chemist, he said if you've ever noticed, like, look at the ingredients on that water. He said anytime water is purified, it's typically like purified and then they add back in the minerals because otherwise it tastes like water in a lab, which is like some shit you don't want nothing to do with. It's so neutral a flavor that it's like, oh, what is this? It's like, actually that's what real pure water tastes like, but we're used to having it out of the faucet with or the tap with
fluorides.
It's got the minerals and whatnot in it, calcium and whatever. And so yeah, that's the difference. I personally aim for the spring water if I'm going to buy water. I don't be buying water too much. Tap's good for Mikey Bananas. I'm not a fan of bottled water. I mean, I like to buy a good bottle of water and kill it, and then I'll refill it for 2 or 3 years. And
there's nothing wrong with that.
No, man. I want to remind everybody, all these segments, you all know the drill.
It's on YouTube.
They end up on YouTube.
YouTube.com/Machete Miller. Do the right thing. Set it as your homepage. The Grown Man Record Nights go up Saturday, sometimes Sundays.
Yeah.
Boom, check them out. They're good for when you're with your lady.
With your lady.
You want to snuggle up.
Hey, ladies!
Hey, ladies. This is what you want to do.
And speaking of YouTube, actually, we sent out the packages, and
our
buddies John and Wes have got their second and third place prize for the Grown Man Record Night contest.
And I bet they never got a package like that before.
So sweet.
Sweet.
And
so sweet.
Very cool because both of them had done a couple of videos, thank you videos, unboxing videos. And so go on the YouTube, and I've posted those from the Facebook page.
Yep.
I've done Wes's. I'm gonna post John's.
I didn't see John's yet. But
I hadn't seen John. We're gonna get that one up there too.
And I liked it. I liked the video, man. I like high energy, man. He brought the heat on it.
Wes did bring the heat on it, and you can keep up with us on our Facebook page. That's where we're gonna post that shit, as well as we post all kinds of shit during the week. You're on the Facebook. Everybody's on the Facebook.
I'm on the FB.
That's how you keep up with your friends and your family.
Sometimes though, I mean, the Facebook, it's like a love-hate. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I'm really into Facebook, but lately it's like how the new feed works and how it's never like the most recent unless you go and click the most recent. So you always just see like the same bullshit post. I'm still seeing my whole feed still full of Robin Williams joints.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, we'll get to him in a second.
Of course we will.
I actually prefer Twitter, but I don't have as many friends on Twitter. Like actually like real friends.
But I like Twitter for headlines and keeping up to date when things are popping.
Fucking with companies and also messing with celebrities and giving them the business or props and usually the business.
Well, I think that's the coolest part about social media is the fact that prior to social media, anytime you want to reach out to like, you know, a group you really liked, a professional athlete you liked, a company you liked, you send in a letter, and if you're lucky, you got a form letter back with like a stamped signature, and you're still pumped. Don't get me wrong. But now with social media, even though half the time, I bet you it's a PR firm or a handler that's actually controlling the account.
Somebody hired to do that shit.
Yeah, of course.
We know how that works.
We do know how that works. And
yes, we know how that works.
And then But now you can actually have like almost a one-on-one connection with like somebody you dig. And
Yeah.
It's kind of hot.
Yeah, some people are more into it than others, but I know when, you know, for instance, I posted a little something and
Talk about that, because I don't think we've ever talked about that.
That's true.
And we were
Well,
talking about that the other day.
I was going to say, I mean, I posted something one time and Doug Stanhope favored it. And I could have just shit my pants. That was just like the coolest
Name
thing
dropper.
ever. Yeah.
Oh.
Friend of mine. We've talked about comedy for a few minutes.
Of course you have. Of
Mikey
course you
Bananas
have.
and Doug Stanhope.
Of course you have.
Yeah. But also, one morning I woke up, literally, woke up out of the blue and was like, wake me
Excuse me,
up
my friend.
before you go, Gert. Haha. That should be a commercial. And as soon as I got up and wiped the shit out of my eyes, I tweeted to the Go-Gurt people,
You Twittered it?
wake me up before you Go-Gurt, why is this not a commercial? And I hashtagged it, free marketing help. And they actually responded back saying, because people prefer that first Gert in the morning in private.
A little witty.
That's good social
little
media
witty.
presence
Yeah,
from the
yeah.
Go-Gurt people, and it was cool to get a response back from them.
Well,
I
you
don't
know what's crazy? And when I first got onto Twitter, like I signed up for Twitter, did all the normal news joints, and then I kind of dropped off. And I always jump back up on Twitter when something big happens, you know what I mean? And then one day I was like, well, let me just go on Twitter and just start checking up on companies and, you know, looking up skateboard companies and looking up like gun companies and, you know, just things I'm into. So I'm looking it up and I start following the thread from the most interested man in the world.
Yeah.
And that black dude, that really good looking black dude from the Old Spice ads. You know what I'm saying? The guy that was like a pearl and
Terry,
this, and then now I'm on a steed and now I'm a unicorn and I'm swimming.
let's talk more about the good-looking black guy.
Well, let me tell you that. Well, anyways, and they were going like a back and forth, kind of like a friendly back and forth, banter, like kind of like your mama joke. And then they start getting heated on each other. Then
Yeah.
Wendy's from Wendy's
Yeah.
jumps in, and they're kind of like doing a three-way, a three-way with Wendy, if you want to say that.
3, 2,
And how about those expos? Well, and then out of nowhere, Mr. Peanut
what?
comes in and drops the bomb and just blows the whole shit up. And then one of them comes back with, and Mr. Monocle brought it there. And it's like, no, he didn't. One of those, you know, like a 3-snap. But I mean, I just thought like, I never really thought Mr. Peanut had a voice. But now he's going in there and ruffling up with the most interesting man in America.
Yeah,
Well, anyway, I digress.
Yeah.
I thought this was about records.
It is. Speaking of which, last Saturday, we said Steve's not here this week.
No.
Last Saturday after the show,
He wasn't here last week, was he?
he wasn't, but me and Steve got up with Chris from Dixieland Farm and DJ Thunder 1970, aka Dave. What up?
AKA.
And we went up and hit a couple of digging spots. They're semi-local cats, and me and Steve are semi-local cats.
Top secret digging spot?
We hit one top secret spot, and then we also hit up Underdog and What's to Salem, probably our favorite record store.
Yeah, I like Underdog.
Yeah, so we did like
Good
a
peoples.
you know, the dig, and then we did like record store dig. And those guys, cool of a gentlemen as they are, both of these guys hooked me and Steve up with like 2 records apiece.
What?
I know. And I wasn't expecting that, and I was like, oh man.
But that's one thing that kind of runs through the VC in general.
Yeah.
Is people like to share beats. People like to pass on the torch. And I
Yeah.
think that's pretty cool, and it's not really like that in a lot of other,
Well,
you know.
here's to those guys.
Here's to those guys. Let me drink some water. It's all about a healthy lifestyle.
Like us, tasting like water tonight, folks.
Woo, doggy!
Everybody lock up your livestock.
It's gonna be one of those kind of.
There ain't a butthole safe within 30 miles of here. So good buddy Chris, met him out in the parking lot. He hit me up. It's funny because we finished the program last week with an exercise record, some kind of jazzercise thing I've got over there that was just cool to put in the baloney stack. So he hooked me up with Debbie Reynolds, doing it Debbie's way, and it's
Doing it Debbie's way.
it's got some girls with some really nice looking V's on the back. Some of those 80s
Nice
V's.
looking.
You know, those leotards are, I mean, that's the kind of stuff you want to wear when you're trying to lose the lbs or just like look like that or whatnot. That's a cool record. We're gonna jam that because I'm sure it's silly, and I'm a silly guy.
Well, I mean, not for nothing, Likey Bananas. This almost looks like a record you can make a baby to.
It's possible.
I mean, the baby may have a tail.
I like putting on children's records and making babies. I feel it's kind of.
Oh yeah, I could see
What
that.
does the elephant say? Ta-da!
But
Also hooked me up with a damn Stanley Clark Journey to Love. It's a Stanley Clark I don't have.
hey, Pook, you have to do the right thing.
75 on Nimperner. I don't know how to say that. Records. Looking really forward to jamming this Stanley Clark. That's big time buttered up business. Wow. I mean, just that's good stuff right there. Love some Stanley Clark. Now, Dave, DJ Thunder 1970, hooked me up with, he knows I'm a big beach music guy, and my dad is as well, an Embers record. I love beach music, which you can't go wrong with this. 79.
I didn't really even know about
I
beach
love beach music.
until I moved down here.
Yeah, that's real beach music. Now, I love Beach Boys. I love surf guitar. We're listening to a little of that underneath us right
Yeah.
now. But when it comes to around here,
Is Beach Boys like beach music?
No,
considered
sir.
Like around here?
no. Beach Boys is something else. When you say beach music and you're in the Carolinas, you're talking Tams, Embers, Chairman of the Board, Drifters even.
And where are all those guys out of? Like coastal areas? Or?
Well, it's associated with what's called the Myrtle Beach scene, which I know all you damn Yankees know about some Myrtle Beach. That's like
yeah,
y'all's,
I mean
that's y'all's redneck Riviera.
I mean that's spring break, baby.
Yeah, I remember going down there when I was in high school, and I was like, I've never seen so many New Yorkers in one place in my life.
And Pookie and I go back down to Myrtle Beach for Easter because we never got our fill of people from Jersey, New York, or Canada when we lived in New York.
Just to go eat breakfast and have some socks pulled up real high, and some like Umbros up to your waist, and yeah, you get the free pancakes if you order the bacon.
Everything's a casserole.
It's like, these guys are talking loud. Why are these guys talking so loud?
So aggressive.
So aggressive and just forceful. It's like 8 in the morning.
It's like be easy.
He also hooked me up with a Creedence Gold. This is a Creedence best of I don't have. Look at this little
I think that's a really cool cover.
die cut little crazy cover.
Yeah.
Don't have this comp. I love some Creedence, man.
It looks like it's in fantastic shape.
It's a fantasy compilation. Everybody knows how fantasy really put the shtickles on the old Creedence gang.
Put fun back in funeral.
Yeah, they really did. They really did. And I'll tell you what, something else Dave brought me, and I'll tell you, this is one of the better gifts I've ever received. David heard me say how much I loved summer rental and how we were, my tradition and my family, meaning my head, is to watch summer rental Memorial Day, and that's how I start off summer. It just something about summer rental feels like summer, and after I've watched it, I'm like, oh, it's on now. I got my beach towel with my rebel flag on my raft, and yeah, it just feels like summer. And so
And you're gonna ride down the Yakima River.
He hooked me up with this.
Good
He was like,
times.
there wasn't really a summer rental soundtrack, so I made you one. I was like, what? So he hooked me up with a little package. It's got some cool stuff. Now let me just, before I pass this
It's
forward,
like 30 tracks in that.
some
on
of
that bad boy.
the tracks on this. He's got some stuff from summer rental, but he's also got some
Some freestyle joints.
some stuff. Jan Hammer, Axel F. That's on the Beverly Hills Cop. That's on the stuff while they're listening to it.
I like Beverly Hills
Ocean
Cop.
Waves from Duck, North Carolina. He's got some more. Oh man, dude, there's so much cool stuff on here. There's oh my God, Acker Bilks on here. Fantastic Shakers, James Brown, DJ Z Trip. Love some Z Trip. As well as some stuff from the actual movie Summer Rental. And it's even got our logo on the back. He made the packaging, folks.
I know.
And Kimmy, if you would, after you show the front and the back, pull that guy out of there, and you can tell that even the damn CDR is, it looks like a little record. Little record. Look at that little record. What? That's good time stuff. That's one of the cooler gifts I've ever got.
That's a real mix right there.
That's good stuff, man. That is really cool.
Remember back in the day making mixes all the time?
Of course.
It was good times making mixes.
And I'll tell you, that was a cool time, man. Getting up with those guys, some E-friends. a couple of friends I met on the internet.
Is that the first time you've ever met up with digital friends?
Not at all. Not totally. Girlfriend.
Oh yeah, because you met her where farmersmeet.com.
My 10-year MySpace hookup, also known as my
Oh.
girlfriend.
Sweet.
Yeah, put that on my tombstone.
Well, you like those like sparkles that she put on her page, and how as soon as you went there, the music started.
She had so much code on her page, it would have shut down a NASA computer.
And Glow-Tex?
No, you remember on MySpace, you could put like all your different GIFs and all the different things on the front and all this stuff. If you actually went to her page and like checked it out, it would shut down your computer. I don't care if you read like an NSA supercomputer, it would have shut your shit down.
It was all glittery and gay. It was badass. It was badass.
Your MySpace page is badass.
It was badass.
I'm ashamed to say it, but it was badass.
I just killed my MySpace page like maybe 6 months ago, 8 months ago. A little boink swag 000 down the tubes.
Yeah, you killed it?
Yeah, I wasn't ever gonna go back to MySpace, man. It's
Yeah.
FB for life.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Life.
That was cool to get up with those guys, man. And spent on a Saturday, like after they got.
I know. I kind of wish I was digging with those cats.
You got to see what Mikey Bananas and Steve Fever was like post show.
Shirts off.
Actually, he wasn't at the show, but it was me post show afterward. Speaking of good
Feeling a
folks
little
in
rough.
the VC, received an enormous, a ridiculous package from
redunk.
Reno 22 earlier this week. The same day we sent out our prize packages, Greeno sends me literally 24 pounds worth of VCLT in the mail.
I know, it's crazy.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it tonight. Steve's out of town, so I'm gonna wait till Steve's back in town.
Totally understand.
And we're gonna go through it, and we're actually gonna divvy some of the records up. We may actually do a little live negotiation on the air. We don't want to bore everybody, but we're gonna go through the records.
Arm wrestle for a record.
Definitely gonna wait for Steve to be back for that. So that's coming up. But dude, Green. If you don't follow Greeno's channel, you probably already do. Greeno 22 on the.
I don't think I follow Greeno 22.
Shows some dope ass metal records. I got to look up to where I'm like, oh, what is that? I don't know about that. I mean, I played in a metal band for 20 years almost.
Oh, is he a big metal cat?
He is. So he knows some stuff, man.
So if you're a metal cat, you should be following him.
Definitely. And I was
Where are you following him, on the YouTubes?
on the YouTubes, Greeno 22.
On the YouTubes.
Great stuff. Hey, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention old Robin Williams passing away this week.
I know.
That's really whack, man.
Bummer.
He kind of went out, but I've said it before. I'll say it again, just like Stanhope says. Life's just like animal porn. It's not for everybody.
I'm not big into animal porn.
If the movie sucks halfway through, it's probably not going to get any better. It's just words to live by. But to that, I want to honor Robin Williams by showing this graphic right here now.
Aww.
Okay, this is not only a cool picture of Robin Williams, but to honor Robin Williams, please share the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline number. And it's 1-800-273-8255. That number again is 800-273-8255. Your call is free and confidential. Always be answered by a trained counselor at a crisis center. Please share. You can make a difference. So in honor of Robin Williams, we're putting this shit out there.
No joke.
Right. And so we're doing
What's your favorite Robin Williams? Your top three, no order.
Okay. Well, probably I love his stand-up. I'm not the biggest Mork fan, but I'll tell you what. The two movies that really stick out in my mind, I'm going to avoid a couple of the obvious ones. One of them, my obvious pick is Good Will Hunting.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
Terrific job, and it's by far, in my opinion, his best dramatic role.
Yeah.
Dead Poet Society is definitely up there.
I like Dead Poet Society too.
My favorite Robin Williams movie, and it's a sleeper. You may not have seen it, but if not, really look this shit up. I think it's on Crackle for free if you stream shit. It's called The Survivors. It's Walter Matthau, Robin Williams,
I don't think I've ever seen it.
and Jerry Reed.
What?
Yeah, that's right, folks. Jerry effing Reed, one of my heroes.
Effing.
So I'll set you up on the plot a little bit if you've never seen it. Walter Matthau and Robin Williams are in this diner. They don't know one another. They're in this diner. Jerry Reed comes in with a mask on his face, robs place. But somehow they end up, Robin Williams gets shot, and they see Jerry Reed. And afterwards, Robin Williams goes all apeshit and buys a bunch of guns. gets into survival ship, goes and joins this survival camp, the retreat thing.
Like a militia joint.
Well, Jerry Reed's after him. He wants to kill him. He just wants to get up. He gets up on Walter Matthau's like, I just want to know you guys ain't going to say nothing. You know, he's like, well, I ain't going to say nothing.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
He goes to Robin Williams, and he's like, oh, I'm in survival shit, and I'll mess you up now. So then he's going after Robin Williams, and they're trying. Hilarity ensues. It's a cool action movie with a lot of like cool guns in it, but it's still like Robin Williams and
a gun.
my favorite, Jerry Reed shooting at Robin Williams in the wood with a pistol, and then you hear Jerry Reed's character's name's Jack. Robin Williams goes, Jack, yeah, time out, okay? Time out. What you mean time out? Well, I was in a hurry leaving the cabin this morning. Well, and I grabbed the wrong damn bullets. I was wondering if you could just give me a chance to go back to the cabin and get the right bullets. Yeah, you go ahead and go back and get the right bullets. And he runs out and starts shooting at him. Liar!
With a pistol?
Yeah.
With a pistol.
That's funny stuff. Check out Survivors. That's our Robin
And
Williams
Good Morning
show.
Vietnam's a good flick too.
Can't go wrong with that.
No. But I like Mork and Mindy, man. I don't know about you, but I like Mork and Mindy.
Speaking of death, I've got a new idea for a new grown man record.
No,
contest.
listen to this. You've been pitching this all day.
I just want to float this out here as I float another shot down my neck. Everybody stand by some more funny.
Coming down.
Yeah, come on, funny. Get on down in now.
Get up on down in here.
Oh.
You should take those shots in the eye. Eye shots.
Funny.
Burns.
And it's all down. Oh, Jesus Christ. Get on in me, funny. Lord. My new contest idea with the Grown Man Record Night Texting While Driving contest. Now, the idea will be we will assign a random block of text, and what you will have to do is not only do it, but document you driving and texting this large block of text. And the rules would be if you
can't use voice.
If you can't use voice, and if you wreck or die, you're out.
Or get a ticket.
You're out.
I win.
Yeah. So
Man, I don't even know why we should float that idea through the legal department.
Yeah.
I don't see a problem with it.
No.
I mean,
Lickety split.
I mean, there's not a hole in it.
I'm pretty sure I'd be covered under the title of satire.
Possibly.
It's possible.
Possibly.
I don't know. So I'm just thinking about it. I'm not officially announcing it, but
Just throwing it out there.
we'll just put it out
Putting
there.
feelers out there, putting a tickler, putting a French tickler out there.
The old French tickler. I tell you what. Let's go and talk a little bit about what we played tonight.
Why don't we do it? We've been playing
do
this
it.
stuff all night. We've been talking for a hot minute.
We started a little later tonight.
I know we did.
Went and had some supper.
Yeah.
Losing my voice. Vodka makes me lose my voice. We had a little supper. Little Abigail's having old 12th birthday. And we went out and had some Japanese food. Hi-ya! And the guy, one of them, what you call them? Hibachis? Hibachis. The dude, he got his, he pulled his knife out there under, and he was flapping all around. I don't know if I cared for it. You keep your damn shit close to you now. I don't like knives all flying around.
I've always liked going to the hibachi joints.
You throwing fire up at me? You got knives flying around? I don't know where. That's ass whooping where I come from.
You didn't have kung fu food until much later in life, right?
It's a crazy thing. I didn't have any Asian food whatsoever until I was probably 18 years old. Until I went to college. And somebody's like, let's go to a Chinese buffet. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. What's that? Chinese. I don't know. What was that? Chow Fung Mang? What do y'all eat? I don't know what that is. They're like, you've never been to a Chinese buffet? And I'm like, I've never had Chinese food.
The first time you went there, I bet you hit it off so hard. It was unbelievable.
It was my first semester of college, so I was just discovering
stepping out,
life and whatnot. And we went in there and just, man, I put a big old hurting on it.
I bet you did.
And it's been one of my favorites ever since. Talk about what we played, Mike.
Okay, let's go.
Started a little late because we after eating some food, and that's where that all came from. How about I came in rushing. Yeah, put my computer up. You know, I set up the camera.
Tuning the satellites.
Doing crazy stuff. And the first record, I'm just like, yes, that'll work. Grabbed it, put it on. My mono promo copy of Nat Adderley's "You Baby."
I don't think you can go wrong right there, my friend.
This is a great record. One of my favorite jazz records. It was an old standby. I knew I could put that shit on and just get in the right mood and start things down the right road. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good one.
I was kind of even though I wasn't in a rush until I hit the door.
You remember where you picked that up?
Earshot, Winston-Salem.
Good deal.
Great record. I paid like $10. It was a little pickup, but I was pretty proud of that. That's a good record.
It's worth every penny.
Mono promo copy. I can't remember what year that is, but Nat Adderley, baby. Uriah Heep, Demons and Wizards. Woo! Love this record. Got a great cover on this record. And the reason I played this is we're going to talk about another Uriah Heep record coming up. And I remember really liking this one a whole lot.
I don't have any experience with this group.
And the one I played later, or the one we'll talk about it. I'm not too happy with it. I'll just preface it with that, but we'll talk about that later.
It'll be all right.
Pulled out a little Mad Lib Shades of Blue. Then you brought
great. That was a gift.
From you.
A gift from me to you.
On Blue Note, and I played side 2, which has become my favorite side. One of the more jazzier sides, but still got a lot of that nice hip hop flavor.
Mad Lib, if you haven't dug up any Mad Lib, it's totally worth it. You know, there's a lot of producer rap cats out there that even if you're not into hip hop music, it's worth a dig.
Yeah.
That Cat, Pete Rock, DJ Premier, just a few.
And that's got such a heavy jazz presence on it.
It's on Blue Note.
And it's on Blue Note.
It's a Blue
so
Note
you still
joint.
get to see the dope-ass Blue Note label going around your
it's
turntable.
Totally cool.
That's where it's at. Now, you pulled this one out of the stack, Fishbone. And I think this is the second Fishbone EP or maxi single. Each
it's a little on a slower note, but I still think it's got some...
87 on CBS. This is, there's 2 songs per side. It's more of on that reggae.
Yeah, it is.
Reggae type shit. But it's good. It's good. I'm pretty sure that's the second one.
If I remember correctly, and I can't remember what video it was in.
You try harder.
I know, I should try harder. Now when I think about it, that was in a skateboard video when I was a kid, because I started skateboarding in '88.
Yeah, probably so.
And skateboard videos back then didn't come out like they do today, like non-stop, like back-to-back, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, you waited a year before a video came out.
Sure you did.
So I can't remember what it was on, but when we played, not the first song, 'cause I think we played side 2, the second song on side 2.
A lot of mofos out there watching us live right now.
We
appreciate you, man. That's pretty cool. We got a lot of mugs out there right now.
Just Call Me Scrooge.
What?
How do you say that? Is that Scrooge? What's that?
Looks like Scrooge to me, brother.
I think that was on an old skateboard joint, but yeah.
Probably so.
Fishbone, totally worth a pickup.
Psychedelic Furs, Forever Now.
Yeah.
You pulled this shit out too.
For a period
82
of time,
CBS.
For a period of time, I was really into some furs.
Oh yeah, man. I always dig that shit. That's good stuff, man. Real good stuff. I love to hear
Big time.
Yeah, I love to hear the Psychedelic Furs. You guys were talking about a little reggae.
You really like reggae, man.
Yeah, man. And so I pulled out some Alpha Blondie, Cocody Rock, and this is I can't remember if this dude. I think he's French, and this may be a Dutch pressing.
It was good times. I liked it.
84. This is an 84 album, and it's an 86 reissue, I believe. This is all off memory because it doesn't say that shit on the back. But a great reggae effort. If you're into the reggae,
I listened to a lot more reggae as an adult than I did as a kid.
It's good grown folk music, and this is more like European reggae. It doesn't really come off that way, but it really is, and that's the.
It's a different beat. It just has a different sound to it, but still in the same vein.
Sure, absolutely. And we started out with a couple of tracks from Queen, and it started skipping. So what we did was we played a little Billy Cobham Total Eclipse, which is so flipping dope. It's crazy.
It was
that drum solo at the end of that side, and then at the end of that we came back and played the last 2 tracks, Bicycle Race and Under Pressure. So we got 2 records here. We did the little switch off there because we had to.
We had to. What are you gonna do? Technical difficulties.
Yeah,
Live show.
I don't remember that Queen skipping, but I hadn't pulled that shit out in a long time. Greatest hits.
Nah, man. And you know what? I mean, I like Queen. I've always really liked Queen.
I take it in phases. I go from I really like them to where I don't listen to them at all.
Well, I'm a big Highlander fan. So
I've got that.
What?
I've got that 45.
That's what I'm talking about, man. That's
in the picture sleeve.
That's why you and me are buddies.
I'm getting ready to pull it out.
But buddies?
Man, I'll pull it out.
No, we're Blade Bros.
Yeah. Bros of the Blade.
I got my stitches out. I'm good to go. I got my stitches out right here, and I got that fresh new leg smell.
I could see into the future when I looked into that hole in your leg.
I know, I bet you could.
It looked like an elephant vagina.
It looked like Never-Ending Story. Atreyu.
Little Beastie Boys comp.
Yeah, I brought this over here too. This
man.
is a gift to the program as well.
Yeah, man. Side A, starting with track 1. So What You Want, Brass Monkey. Check it out. And No Sleep Till Brooklyn. Can't go wrong with any of those tracks. That'll keep up your
I grew up listening to the Beastie Boys.
Of course, man. That's how I describe the boss man. I'm like, when somebody's like, "Oh man, you got a new boss," what it's like? I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm working for one of the Beastie Boys.
Well, I could see that parallel.
Yeah.
And the thing about the Beastie Boys is, like, I was listening to the Beastie Boys before you even really realized that there was like different genres of music.
Yeah.
Like I was listening to the Beastie Boys. I was listening to some Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
I was listening to Chuck Berry.
Yeah.
I was listening to James Brown.
Me too.
And it was all the same. You switch from one to the other, like it wasn't nothing, you know?
Yeah, I remember the Beastie Boys was the first hip hop record. The first hip hop record that I remember like really getting into to where I'm like singing along and doing my thing, and my dad.
Was it Licensed to Ill?
Yeah, and right when it came out, like
Yeah.
'86, when we first moved in, after my grandparents died. Not that anybody cares about any of that. And my
So
dad.
if you want to send money as a condolence, I mean, send this kid some money because he's super sad over his grandparents passing.
Oh, I found my grandmother, and she didn't. I shook on her, and she's. Dead people don't
Respond.
at all.
I wouldn't
From my
think they
experience,
would. No.
not at all. Not at all.
That's one of the signs that you know that they're dead.
And when you keep still having dreams about it when you're in your late 30s, it's still kind of funny when you think.
Well, I mean,
It's not funny at all.
well,
Um,
so I mean, this is a good time to put the Robin Williams graphic up again, just to let people know that there's
I know-
a hotline.
I know
You
when I get
you
done
know.
doing the show, and I'm pretty sure anybody else that watches the show, you probably feel some urges toward the end of the show. So that's probably not a bad idea.
No,
No, not at all.
not at all.
Not at all. So, okay.
All right.
And we're,
Let's keep it moving, steady moving.
sent this out as part of the prize pack for, I think it was in Wes's package.
It was in Wes's.
Love, Devotion, Surrender, Santana, Mahavishnu, John McLaughlin.
Great album.
Great album.
Great album.
You religiously find this for $1 or more, not much more than that.
If you're lucky enough to pick it up and see it and you don't have it, pick it up. And if you do have it, pick it up for a friend.
Exactly. That's a record that it's you'll see and you're like, oh, it's a good copy and it's still $1. Buy it, give it to somebody.
Do the right
Give it
thing.
to somebody. Go
Do
find
the
some
right
poor
thing.
soul that doesn't own it and just damn give it to them because that's what it's all about. And finished off before we got into this business. It's a little Tommy Jane and the Shondells, the Cellophane Symphony. We listened to the first side, which has Cellophane Symphony on it, which is a great banana song, way better than I thought it was going to be. I picked this up for a couple bucks in a digging spot, a legit digging spot, and it's so good. Great record. Hadn't listened to that much on the show. Need to be doing that.
I think it's cool when
Really need to be doing that.
I think it's cool when groups have like a first name, like, you know, Jimmy Smith and the Destroyers, or
Yep. Hang
something
on
and
just a second.
something. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I always thought that was really cool when it was like that.
I think we're
What's
too
going
loud.
on?
We're too loud on the music. I'm getting some feedback, so I just got up and turned it down a little bit. Please continue.
I mean, just
You
lost my. I mean, what's the motivation?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What's the motivation?
Somebody was asking about some of the stuff we were playing. That's everything we played this far, by the way.
Yeah.
Somebody was asking about what we're playing in the background. I think it had creeped up kind of loud on us.
Well, I noticed. I think a couple of different songs was
They have
mastered
a-
at a different level.
Here's the deal, folks.
Here's the deal. Here's a dill pickle.
This is the first week that Cameraman's not here.
I know.
Cameraman's,
He was a valued member of the Grown Man Record Night team.
Cameraman's normally
You
in
a
charge
lover?
of, yes, normally in charge of keeping the levels and switching the records while we're actually doing the show.
Yep.
We talked about in the past.
That was a serious job.
We don't necessarily need to
What would his title be?
play-
Like a floor director,
associate producer.
associate producer.
Sure. Everybody gets a producer title if you contribute. All you gotta do is contribute. But anyhow, he was the one that was in charge of keeping our shit kind of at the level it needs to be, and just like right now, we got too loud. But what I'm doing now is a little experiment. It's a website if you're not familiar with, folks. So what we're actually listening to right now,
What's the website? Is it?
it's not, what we're listening to now is not actually vinyl, okay? I'll just put it out there. It's not vinyl. This is actually digital shit
Whoa.
from a website called freemusicarchive.org, okay?
What was it? Pornhub.com?
Yes.
Aha.
If you look up turtle porn, they got a lot of good stuff there. But Free Music Archive is a place where you can go and download hundreds of thousands of free albums from bands that you're not familiar with.
What
or
is this, Napster?
Yeah. But they're not, I mean, you're not going to go check out
Back
Yeah.
in the Napster days, how much napping were you Napstering?
quite a bit.
I was Napstering like there was no flipping tomorrow on the weakest connection in the world.
You just hit it and go come back.
Yeah, I mean, my gateway was spinning for flipping days in college.
Your gateway's so timed out, bro.
Oh, man.
505 bad gateway.
I mean, I had this squishy cow joint right there, writing term papers, shirts off, beats on.
But anyhow,
What?
the Free Music Archive.
Yeah, talk it, plug it.
Go to freemusicarchive.org. And what I did this week, and we may do this for a few weeks coming up, is
Maybe.
I picked so you can pick like a genre like rock. You click on rock, and all these damn subgenres come up. Prog rock, krautrock, punk rock, metal, black metal, surf rock, avant-garde,
Smurf
experimental, all over the place. So I picked one this week that I'm kind of fond of. It's surf rock.
I like
So-
surf rock.
So what I did
I like
was
Keanu Reeves and Point Break.
I downloaded 5 surf rock albums of different kind of varying degrees, downloaded them, put them in a playlist on my new phone, and that's what we're playing underneath this here is stuff from Free Music Archive. So maybe we'll choose a different genre, some different cool things to highlight. If you want to know some of the actual like artist names that we're playing underneath this here, hit us up on the Facebook page, and I'll
the
let you
Facebook
know.
page.
And I'll even give you the links to the Free Music Archive, because you can literally download zip files of these whole albums
Whole album.
for free.
For free.
And it's the band's doing it.
For free 99.
Free 99.
What?
So
So,
that's the deal. That's the deal.
a deal.
Also wanted to mention this was actually everybody knows about damn
The damn Yankees?
Record Store Day, right?
Yeah, everybody knows about it.
But this past week, and I forgot to pull one out. I got one down there. This was
What?
actually the anniversary, supposedly, of Thomas Edison inventing the vinyl record. So somebody came up with this thing
kind
called
of a big deal.
National Vinyl Record Day, August 12th, which is earlier in the week. But they started out like a day. The website is not even really active anymore.
Come on.
Yeah, and Record Store Day is kind of picked up from where this left off and took out. But it was still something to mention. 137 years ago, 1877. And Cameraman's actually got one of those Edison records down there. I was going to pull one out. It ain't a big deal. We'll show it some other time.
I mean, the cool thing about Record Store Day, and I'm not a big fan of, oh, there's only 5 copies and you gotta sleep there overnight and the
Yeah,
hype
yeah.
and the jacked up prices. But it's just cool that it's making cats talk about vinyl. It
Sure.
helps the vinyl. Vinyl comes and goes.
Even if you're going and picking up Katy Perry and Justin Bieber records, you're buying records.
You're buying records, you're keeping it moving, you're putting money back into the game.
Yeah, man.
You're just not just jacking shit all day, which, hey, I grew up in a generation of
Jackers.
Of
A
jackers.
generation of jackers.
Beat jackers, doing the Dutch udder. I mean, there was a lot of different things we did. Glass bottom boats,
Cleveland Steamer,
Cleveland,
Rusty Trombone.
yeah, the Detroit Squirter.
All right.
But the thing about the Detroit Squirter is every time I did it, I got pink eye. So,
We're starting the whole show over.
okay, let's do it. Let's for real. I mean, this is
Actually-
a good warm up, but let's get it. Let's
Actually,
get
that's
it good.
a perfect time for Dig of the Week.
It is.
We're gonna bring it in. We're gonna bring it in. I got some stuff. What I'm gonna highlight this week, I
What you gonna
got
highlight?
so much stuff
So much.
that what I'm gonna do is break it up, and I'm not gonna buy records for a little while.
You know what we should do? I hate to just bust in here, but I mean, it doesn't seem like we're not topical, and we're such a topical show, coming out once a week. I mean, we should have done the ice bucket challenge and challenged the whole VC, and we could have saved the world by dumping water on our
I
head.
did a vodka bucket challenge.
Right in your mouth.
Right in my mouth, everybody.
So woo!
So we'll do that instead. These records are going to be the ones I picked up from Underdog last week when I went digging with Chris and Dave and Steve. And I got some
sounded like a
other
good
stuff.
time.
Other stuff I'm going to save for next week, and also the VCLT from Greeno. So we got some records spread out.
Oh yeah, man.
Um,
And there's no use just blowing your wad in one night. I mean, this is a long game we're playing.
not
This is
unless
all-
you're in Scandinavia.
This is an all-night thing, like putting on the double R. Kelly. You know you're gonna change the sheets, and you know you may not walk the next day, but you know you're gonna have a good time.
You ever slip on rubber sheets, baby? You about to?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna pee on you.
I'm gonna piss on you.
Drip, drip, drip. Thick as a brick, Jethro Tull.
Oh yeah. Good segue.
This is the real deal. It's got the damn newspaper in it.
That's very cool.
The connect the thingy, my Bobby, has been done, but the crossword puzzle hadn't been done. Everybody in my digging party was like, dude, buy this record.
Dude, you better buy it.
I love some Jethro Tull. There's one I didn't have, and they were like, this is totally worth it. Everybody, according to Steve Fever, everybody praised Jethro Tull on Aqualung for being such a great concept album. They were like, what concept album? That's not a concept album. You want a concept
I'll
album?
give you a concept album.
And that's it.
Boom. Boom shakalaka boom.
Thick as a brick. That's how it went down, according to Steve F.
See, that's the cool thing about records that you don't get in any other format in music medium is the big. I mean,
Be easy with it.
I mean,
It's actual newspaper.
you get liner notes in.
Go and fold that bitch out.
I mean, in a CD, you can't read the music. In a record, you can
Right,
read
right,
the
right.
music. I mean,
Look at that. That's a real newspaper.
that's badass. I mean, and when did this come out?
God, I can't remember.
And I mean, you know how, because sometimes in the business we're in, we gotta get things printed. And when you do a standard format, shit's mad cheap, relatively speaking.
Yeah.
But as soon as you break format and a thing's an inch over, an inch under, whatever, what the man says is format, which don't conform, shit costs mad bread, crazy loot. It puts me out in the corner.
That's what happened.
And for them to print this back in the day like this,
We got Bad Benny in the house, too.
what? Bad Bunny's in the house? Man, I'm telling you what,
We got the Ustream bot hanging out with us. We're going to get popped. I'm going to owe $1 million.
the Ustream bop,
That's all right.
that's all right.
I got millions to share.
Yeah, you do. Grown Man Recognize raking it in with that Mitchum endorsement.
That's what I'm saying. I'm about to monetize the YouTube channel. I'm not really going to do that. I shouldn't even said that. I'm not going to do that.
Nah, man, but if you want to send money
If you want to send money.
to the
Hey,
Human Fund,
How about a Best of Buck Owens Volume 2? I've got this damn thing for a damn 50 cents. What? I did it for a damn 50 cents.
Yeah, you did.
I got the tiger by the tail. Some bitch in hell. What a great...
be careful that it's kind of
Yeah, it's all kind of... Cover's not in the best shape. I'll fix that bitch right on.
Yeah,
up.
you roll with some gaff tape.
It'll be ready to sit right on the damn shelf. Sooner or later, I put it right up there where it belongs. Hey, I found a double LP of Pharrell.
Yeah.
I thought this was a hip-hop 12-inch.
It's not really.
It's actually a double LP from 2006 called In My Mind. Includes the hit single #1 featuring Kanye West.
Kanye Weezy.
Guest appearances by Gwen Stefani, Jay-Z, Nelly, Slim Thug, and Snoop Dogg.
Oh, my man,
And this
Slim
shit is pretty tight, man.
I'll tell you what about Pharrell. A lot of cats know him nowadays with Happy. I mean, he's been on a lot of people's stuff.
Sure.
But if you want to listen to some kind of
Daft Punk.
a little bit different type rap joints that it's kind of more of a rock angle, you look up the original joints coming from the group called Nerd, N-E-R-D.
Yeah, sure.
These cats are coming out of Norfolk. It's Pharrell and this other cat like Hugo something or other. They make some pretty sick beats.
It's pretty good, man.
Yeah, it's a different sound, kind of like
Poppy, but
it is. But some of the beats he puts out with aren't really, and that whole Virginia sound was always kind of different with Clips, Missy Elliott, these cats. Virginia just has a different sound as far as rap music's concerned.
I mean, Virginia's for lovers. Let's be honest with
it
it.
is, and it's really not a state; it's a Commonwealth.
Damn straight it is.
So don't let them fool you.
Also picked this shit up, Uriah Heep. We talked about the Uriah Heep
Oh.
record earlier. Fallen Angel. I picked this up. It's like 78, I believe. And I know I really love Uriah Heep, and it is 78. I really love Uriah Heep, and with a cover that's got some titties on it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, you got it. $4, sure thing. Got it home. Hate this record.
There's no way you could have a cover like that today.
I don't like this.
They would put some censor bar over it, make you put a smiley face.
Yeah, I don't like this record. Sounds like a Kiss record. I'm thinking about trying to trade it to Jay.
I think Jay will do it.
Jay's a big Kiss fan. To me, this sounds like Kiss. I don't like it.
And Jay got some good records.
He does. I'm gonna listen to it again. I'm thinking maybe I'll try to trade that to him for that ZZ Top Tejas record.
I think that'd be a good trade.
Probably worth about the same, but to me that Tejas is probably worth a little bit more.
I think it's worth a little bit more.
Okay. Also picked up. Look, folks. Jimmy McGriff, the way you look tonight. Now, I think this is like 69. This is one that Chris from Dixieland Farm. DJ Thunder says thick as a brick, 72. Good call, buddy.
On the Ustreams.
That's right. This is
Multimedia.
It is 69. This is McGriff, and I got a couple other Jimmy McGriffs. Some of the best like funky jazz organ that's going on, and he always takes like even when he plays like standards, there's some stuff on there like by Moonlight something, I can't remember. It's like a standard song, but the way he does it
just takes it to the next level.
kills it.
Yeah.
Moon River,
Moon
thank
River.
you very much. Jeez.
Thank you for
Thank
this.
you very much. Moon River.
Producer credit.
Moon River. And he takes it to Jimmy McGriff levels. So looking forward to playing that. Great pickup. Check this shit out.
This right here.
Now we're getting crazy.
Yeah.
I'm pouring some pop off.
What?
Because you can't get down to the
Slow down. We still gotta get through, so to speak, and chip chat, buddy.
I should really slow. Oh, look at that. I should slow down.
I mean, why you? I mean, cut out the middleman.
I need some pickles. You want some more pickles? Let's do some pickles.
Man, your mom's pickles.
I got some mom's pickles. Am I bleeding? I feel like I'm bleeding.
But you're bleeding cool.
Yeah. Picked up a German press, Bob Marley and the Wailers.
This right here is a home run, buddy.
Rasta Revolution, right by the beach, boy.
Buck, buck, buck.
77. This is on. It's produced by Lee Perry, as in Lee Scratch Perry. That's pretty crazy. Recorded in Jamaica, of course, on the Trojan label out of Germany in 77. Now, the tracks on this bitch, we're talking Mr. Brown, Soul Rebel, Try Me, It's Alright, No Sympathy, My Cup, Duppy Conqueror, Rebel Hop, Cornerstone, 400 Years, No Water Reaction, Soul Almighty. Not listening to this yet. Damn, German press, man.
It's a banger. A flippin' banger.
Yeah, we're going to...
What's the vinyl look like? Is it in good shape?
Yeah, man, it's legit.
Solid.
So we're gonna need to get up on this for sure.
Where did you pick that up?
Underdog, baby. All these are from Underdog.
Again.
All the dig of the week until we get to some crazy business second. It's from Underdog. Now, this is the biggest thing I picked up from Underdog. What we have here is something I've kind of been looking for, and let me just get up to my damn.
You've been on the prowl for this guy?
I've been on the prowl. The Beatles Blue Album. Now this is what would be the second Beatles compilation, 67 through 70, double LP. He's got it labeled as VG. It really sounded pretty good to me. It's got a little bit of pop in there. I know when Jonathan...
A little bit of pop's a little bit of character.
When Jonathan grades his records, he's a little more... he scrutinizes a little more than I even would maybe. So I know
that's
that when
good.
when I see VG, I'm not scared to jump on it. Where other places are like, oh, this is VG, and I'm like, no, this is shit, G, bro.
Yeah.
This is straight shit, G.
This is straight bunk.
When he says VG, it's probably VG plus in a lot of people's books, really.
Well, that's why Underdog's
everybody knows
one spot.
That's the shit from just like the 62 to 66 shit. It was produced by Apple and EMI. It was partially in response to a bootleg compilation titled Alpha Omega, which had been sold on television the previous year. So they had to kind of come up with an official release to compete with the damn bootleg.
The bootleg joint.
It was number 1 on the American chart, number 2 on the British chart, this compilation. Compiled by the Beatles manager, Alan Klein. The songs performed by the Beatles as solo artists were considered and kind of in the pool for the running, but just like on the Red album, where they had the cover songs that they had to kick off because of space. They kicked off the solo joints on this one because they just ran out of space.
Yeah.
And it's a double LP, and it's pretty much, my shit's not on the blue vinyl. I thought it was originally, but
Why, is the OG joints on the blue vinyl?
there's some that's on blue. But
Oh man, I love colored vinyl. I know that's stupid, but I really like colored
it's all right.
vinyl.
There's nothing wrong with that. But this is the era of the Beatles that I'm really interested in. It's really up my old
Beatles
biscuit hole.
Growing up, I was much more of a Rolling Stones fan than a Beatles fan. But as an adult, I've become way more of a Beatles fan than a Rolling Stones fan.
Okay.
But I like them both.
I can see
But
that.
now in my life, I could see throwing on some Beatles and dusting.
Sure.
Or doing things I like to do.
Thinking about your life.
Vacuuming.
You ever just sit down and just think about your life for a little
Oh,
bit?
you mean some black man thinking time?
That's what I do.
Yeah, I do that sometimes.
All
I
day long.
go skip Stones.
Now, these last 3 records, these were complete surprises. Elizabeth, the girlfriend, brought these
What?
over just right before we started the damn show. I didn't know these were coming. I didn't know shit about this. The Ultimate Sin, Ozzy Osbourne.
This right here
Look at it,
is
it's got the T-shirt ad in there too.
this shit right here is no fucking joke.
And the
Big
cover
time.
is great, and it's got my favorite Ozzy Osbourne song, "Shot in the Dark."
Ozzy, man, when I went through my hair bag stage, when I had the long hair, the mullet joint, kind of mullet skater hybrid, I listened to so much Ozzy and Motley Crue and Sabbath and
I think the Blue Beatles was only a reissue. We'll put that out there. Somebody called that to my attention.
oh, we got to keep it factual.
Keep it
'cause
factual.
credibility is king.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
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 But
so
look
scary.
at that. Oh, that's good stuff, man.
It
that,
is good
that
stuff.
Ozzy shit. I mean, okay, well, let's keep it moving.
Yeah, let's do it.
How about a little Jimi Hendrix Midnight Lightning
I don't think you can go wrong with almost any Jimmy.
on the Reprise? Don't have this. This is pretty damn incredible. 75 on Warner.
I know.
Says is
I
it
know
the
this
Warner
came
label?
from
No,
here.
it's on Reprise, but I guess that's through Warner. I mean, this is legit.
Where'd
It's in great shape. Girlfriend got this. She said these weren't that expensive.
where at? Some spot?
A little spot. I don't want to give all this away.
A
This
little,
is
a
this
little nook and cranny.
not
somewhere.
one of our normal spots. This is a Greensboro spot, not a Winston-Salem spot. So wherever she was at is not
Well,
a spot that I dig at.
I mean, you
all.
guys. Dig
That's
pretty
crazy.
much the greater Piedmont Triad.
That's true. That's dude. That's some serious shit right there.
How about this next one?
Then I saved this for last just
Yeah.
because I've got Act 3 and 4, which is the covers beat up, the vinyl plays real good.
That one looks golden.
Zappa, Joe's Garage, Volume 1, 79. And of course the gatefold, really cool gatefold. Let's check out the vinyl.
This is the first time you're looking at it, right?
First time I've even pulled the vinyl out. So we'll see about it. I feel like Dr. Deadwax when I take my glasses and put them on my head like that.
Yeah. I watch his videos.
Yeah, man. Oh, it's flipping pristine.
Pristine.
Come on.
Pristine.
Wow.
What do you think?
I don't really know.
You don't think your girlfriend is gonna bring you some bunk ass records, do you?
Well, I mean, it's tough to find out, and I've seen some really cool stuff I've been excited about in thrift stores and different digging spots, and then you actually pull the vinyl out, and I was like, oh, man, that's a
yeah.
shame. I'm not even going to put that in there right now.
It is a
We'll
shame.
just show the cover.
I know, like a couple weeks ago, Stevie Fever and I were out making moves, and we stopped by a couple spots
Yeah.
up in King and Rural Hall, and he found the baddest cover from
Oh,
a
that-
religious album.
Yeah, with all the drug shit on
That
it.
had like every drug you could ever think about on it, and it was for like a religious album. But there was no vinyl, but he bought the cover just because it was so dope.
Hey, Kimmy, why don't you see if you can put that in there?
Yeah, man, just
You're
stick
probably
your tip
better at
in.
it than I am. I'm drinking a Tecate Light tonight. I've never seen
Yeah,
this
man.
before. Tecate in a can, which is a SoCal tradition. Light. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that.
I really wish I liked beer.
You'd like these? They're like flipping water, man. For real.
Yeah, but I'm not playing an inflated price to have something a convenient drinking container when I could easily get it for free out of the tap.
That's true. That's true. All right, I think with that's a good place to wrap up Dig of the Week
Let's
with.
do it. Wrap it up.
We'll wrap it up Dig of the Week.
Wrap it up, man.
And-
Safe sex.
And so what we're going to do is we're going to take a We're going to take a quick break.
A power nap.
A power nap.
Yep.
And
Yep.
And let's see. Well, what are we going to do here? I'm going to do a little quick ad. And what we're going to do is we're going to come back here with a so to speak and a chip chat. So everybody stay tuned here on Grown Man Record Night, where all your damn real shit.
Well, your wildest dreams will come true.
Your wildest dreams will only come true here on Grown Man Record Night.
It's free for the people.
Where Mikey Bananas gets all the bitches. We'll be right back.
Problem page. I've got problem perspiration. The hotter it gets, the wetter I get. I spend all summer bathing in perspiration.
Dear Dripping Wet, take my advice and use Mitchum. It's one product specially made for problem perspiration. You'll be surprised how effective it is.
Dear problem page, Mitchum's changed my life. I can't believe it. I'm a new person.
Mitchum for problem perspiration.
Problem page. I've got problem perspiration. The hotter it gets, the wetter I get. I spend all summer bathing in perspiration.
Dear Dripping Wet, take my advice and use Mitchum. It's one product specially made for problem perspiration. You'll be surprised how effective it is.
Dear problem page, Mitchum's changed my life. I can't believe it. I'm a new person.
Mitchum for problem perspiration.
Problem page. I've got problem perspiration. The hotter it gets, the wetter I get. I spend all summer bathing in perspiration.
Dear Dripping Wet, take my advice and use Mitchum. It's one product specially made for problem perspiration. You'll be surprised how effective it is.
Dear problem page, Mitchum's changed my life. I can't believe it. I'm a new person.
Mitchum for problem perspiration.
Okay, we're back. How about a couple of Mitchum ads back to back? We want to make sure you got it. You got it?
You're paying the bills.
There's going to be a quiz after this. There ain't going to be no chapter review. We ain't no time for that shit.
Straight into the midterm.
Okay, this is hot off the presses here.
Hot off the presses.
What do we got going on here?
What do you want to do?
When I came home, actually, I tell you what, give me that soda. Let's talk about the main soda first. Pop that shit out. What is that?
This is
Boylan.
Boylan.
We sent Wes a Boylan cane cola.
And it's Shirley Temple.
So a Shirley Temple's like what? It was like a daiquiri, strawberry daiquiri.
A strawberry daiquiri type joint.
Without alcohol.
Yeah, that's a Shirley Temple.
Okay.
That's a Shirley Temple. This has real cane sugar in it. It's
Sweet.
bottled at
It's in New Jersey.
Nah, man, New York, baby.
What? I thought Boylan was in New Jersey.
Nah, man, 43rd Street. Get
Okay.
your shit together.
Is that closer to the Hudson? You see the Hudson, you've gone too far. Hey, we're making sodas over here.
Yo, I'll tell you what.
Back up out of the street, we're making sodas over here.
This is a damn good soda.
Yeah.
And I think every soda from this company comes correct.
It's true.
I don't think we've had a bad one yet.
No, we've had no bad Boylans. Let's check out a
No.
Boylan. Shirley Temple.
It's pretty good. I mean, I've never been the cat and been like, man, I really need a Shirley Temple soda right now.
That's really good.
It is good.
It's sweet, but it's also kind of got a little light flavor at the same time for some reason.
Well, you know, I think I would call it like sparkling.
It's good.
It's good.
That's good stuff.
It is good stuff.
Now, we've got a little breaking news in our So to Speak and Chip Chat.
Breaking news.
I mean, when it comes to So to Speak and Chip Chat,
You ought to have a breaking news graphic.
I do have a breaking news graphic.
You do?
Are you kidding me?
Get out of here.
You don't think I have a breaking news
I
graphic?
don't think you got a breaking news graphic, Monkey Bananas. Man, I'm telling you what. How about those expos?
Yeah. Stand by.
Yo, what do you think about the Buzz coming back to Charlotte?
What's the buzz?
The Hornets.
Oh, that's right. That's true. They are coming back. I think they're going to be probably just as terrible.
Breaking news.
But I told you we had breaking news. When I got home from the Japanese restaurant tonight,
Yeah, the
sitting
box.
on my porch was a box from our good buddy.
It looked like it had seen better days, but thank you, United States Postal Service. That's why you motherfuckers are gonna lose all your jobs.
That's right.
Because I've had nothing but issues with the United States Postal Service.
That's true, man.
I mean, everybody will have a mistake.
we need
Every company screws up, but these guys.
This is from our good buddy Nathan Bouchard, who's been a great friend of the program.
Big time friend.
Yeah, man. And,
Almost from the get-go, if not from the get-go.
and here he sent us. I was going to use Cameraman's dad makes these knives. This is a tactical knife that he makes. It's very sharp. Please be careful. I don't want to be responsible.
Yo, that thing can cut air.
Yeah, it can.
It's like a Vorpal sword.
That's
if you
what-
roll a 20, it'll take somebody's head off.
I wanted to use this out, but this is a live unboxing. Let's see what Nate. He always got a cool letter here.
Yeah, you do.
Mikey, here's the
Got it on
swag
the
I
back of the
promised. While the Moxie is bottled outside the States, it was designed as the official soft drink of Maine in 2005. Cool. It's been around since 1885. Invented by a Union Civil War vet. Union, wait a minute.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with a union. Everybody likes a winner.
Speaking of beverage and medical, it's got medical properties. Okay, all right, okay, all right.
He's kind of like Dr. Enough.
Has a distinctly unique flavor. Boys, I'm telling you, this stuff either appeals to you or not. Depends on your tongue. I got a weird tongue. There's no acquired taste
I got a
going on
tongue.
there. The Humpty Dumpty potato chips were first produced in Southport, Maine. To my knowledge, the company solely used Maine potatoes, very cool, to produce the chips, giving it that down-home flavor. That's in quotes.
I like down-home flavor.
Down-home flavor!
Sometimes that means that people didn't wash their hands.
That's true. I miss it so much down in Georgia. He's a Maine cat. He now lives down in Georgia. That's a pretty culture shock.
Yeah.
I'm sending the dill pickle and
I could say so.
all dressed flavors as they are strong and will sufficiently cleanse the palate after the Moxie. Enjoy, Nate. Thank you, Nate, very much. Let's show some of those off.
Heck
I don't know if we're going to do all these tonight. I kind of want to save it.
Oh, he packed it with cartoons. Feel the thickness of this paper.
That's some thick cartoons.
It's like fucking
man.
it's like cardboard.
That's the
What's that?
Humpty Dumpty dill pickle. We'll save those.
I've never even seen
Look at
this
that.
brand.
We'll just show them off. We're going to do them a different.
Yo, this thing has what does that say? Explosive HD flavor.
Yeah, man.
High definition flavor.
That's another Humpty Dumpty.
Shit,
what else
man.
you got?
What we got here? A Moxie. Look at this dude.
That's
Look
the
at
one.
this dude.
That's dude.
Look at that dude looking at you. I want to take a picture of him.
Distinctively different. I don't
Drink
want to do this
Moxie.
because they're not cold yet.
Nah, man. If you're not drinking a soda cold,
So I'll tell you
then
what.
you're
We'll make
right.
sure. Let's do one of those chips.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Since we finished up our soda here, this Boylan Shirley Temple.
Yo, big ups to
Nate, man.
Nate for dropping.
Wow.
I don't think I've ever had a Moxie, and I fancy myself a soda drink aficionado.
We're gonna get those cold. We'll do those a different
we
week,
will.
though, for real. Because I don't want to do that hot. Because he said
No.
it's kind of a crazy soda.
Yeah,
And
so
so
I
it's
wanna-
not one I want to do. I want to do nice and hot like that. But
Nah.
really cool to see that up on the porch.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you what.
Good times.
We'll start. We'll start with one of Nate's chips. What are those two he gave us?
Dill pickle or all dressed.
Let's do dill pickle.
Yeah.
We've been talking
I was
pickle.
hoping you were gonna do dill pickle.
We've been talking a lot of pickle here tonight. We got some of my
Yeah.
mom's homemade pickles in the house. We've been doing with some of the vodka.
Yo, Humpty Dumpty, man.
That's a Maine chip.
Yeah, but it's made in Canada.
Okay.
You can't hate on the Canadians,
No,
man. They make
man.
good things.
Big up to Dr. Deadwax.
Yeah, he's Canadian.
Yeah, he is. Hustle the Hustler, Canadian cat.
Ooh.
Oh, Shannon. Dr. Dale, another Canadian. A lot of Canadian guys out there in the VC.
Man, this is a pretty solid dill chip.
I'm liking them, baby.
Here you go. Humpty Dumpty, man. Where have you been all my life?
Never seen these, and these
Never.
are terrific.
The explosive HD flavor. I never thought the flavor would come to HD.
They almost have, and I mean this in a good way, almost kind of a burnt flavor
Uh-huh.
with the dill. Which I love a potato that's cooked a little bit, just a smidge past its prime, where it's got a little bit of that char flavor. It's that plus dill. You can't go wrong with that.
I like dill. I like dill flavored potato chips.
That's great.
Uh huh.
Bust something. What'd you bring? You brought something tonight.
Mhm.
Tell me about it.
Me and the wife.
Yeah,
Well, the wife and I,
of course.
of course.
Don't speak out of turn here.
We were going up to the Walmart before we came up here.
It's Friday night. It's what you do in North Carolina. You go to Walmart.
Go to Walmart, of course, duh. And, you know, they're appealing to the Spanish shopper, which is 80% of the people in Walmart at any given time when we go there.
Sure.
The Chili Limon Great Value brand, which Great Value,
That's the Walmart brand.
it's a Walmart brand, and some Great Value stuff is totally legit, and you can
Sure
rock
it is.
with it. Some Great Value brand stuff is like completely bunk, like their oatmeal. I
Yeah.
mean, you're lucky you don't get pieces of metal in that.
It's hit or
stuff.
miss.
Mostly miss.
Yeah.
So let's check this one out. This
Chili
is
limon.
Chili Limon.
So it's an actual, just like regular old chip, like regular consistency. It's not a kettle guy,
Nah.
not a ripple guy.
And I tell you what, coming after that dill, that one's booty do. It has a soft crunch to it.
Yep.
The consistency of the chip isn't there. The flavor's all right, but I think the chip itself is lacking.
It's got a lot of stuff on the chip.
It does have a lot of stuff.
If anything, I would say they taste wet.
They do taste wet.
Like they just sprayed the stuff on the chip. It's a good
What do
flavor.
you think?
It's too much
You
much
think
stuff.
Too much stuff? Sometimes there's, I mean, you know what they say, there's too much of a good thing.
That's true.
But whatevs.
But check them out, man. If they're on sale,
And great
I would-
value is great value.
I would
mean,
not hate on these at all for a couple bucks a bag. No way.
But when me and the missus lived up in Rochester, New York, we never shopped at a Walmart until we moved here.
You had the
And then-
Wegmans.
Well, of course we go to a Wegmans, but I mean, until we moved here, we never shopped at Walmart. I mean, for anything. I mean, we'd go to Walmart twice a year in New York.
Wow.
Here we go. We can't go a flipping week without going to a Walmart.
Well, okay, let's, we started last week to finish out our chip chat this week.
Yeah, to finish out, to round it out.
You know, Lay's is doing a new round of new flavors, and we
Yeah, they
tried.
are.
They've got a, what is it, 3 flavors or 4
No,
flavors?
I think they got like
Four.
5.
4.
No, vote for all 4.
4 flavors that they're trying out now. And we tried the first one here on the program last week.
Cappuccino.
The cappuccino chips.
Not my cup of tea.
No, they're better than I thought they were going to be, and a little more utilitarian than I thought a cappuccino chip was going to be. You could bust them out with a sandwich. I thought there's like no way.
Yeah,
It'd be
but-
like eating I'm going to eat a ham sandwich and graham crackers.
Well, if you were going to bust these out with a sandwich, it would have to be a panini.
A panini? You ever had a panini? Do you like sandwiches?
You have like a wee-wee? Oh, well, anyways, come on, let's bust these open. Oh, these are the cheddar bacon mac and cheese submitted by Matt Allen, because I guess Matt Allen knows his stuff when
It's
it comes
bacon
to
mac and cheese.
Yeah, he knows his way around the potato.
Boy, I bet these are going to suck.
Not.
All right.
They have a good smell to them.
I'm salivating over here. What are you thinking on it? Lighter and crispier than I think, based on the regular Lay's.
They almost have a hint. Remember when we had those couple chips back maybe in the 50s or the 60s of the shows? We had those buttered popcorn flavored chips. They were
Yeah.
like butter, and some was like roasted corn.
I taste like sour cream.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely tastes like the artificial bacon, which is not necessarily a bad thing.
Right? It is what it is.
It's not necessarily bad. I still would.
They're probably not as good as I thought they were going to be. I'll be honest.
Oh, I would kill I would eat this whole bag of dill pickles.
But I have to say, this came from a sales rep from work.
Yeah.
Julie P.
Julie P. is
a
a
good-
place to be.
is a good friend of me.
Is a
She
good
hook-
friend. Yeah.
She hooked us up with this bag of chips.
And I was with her when she bought these because we're out there making the magic.
Mm-hmm.
And we got these out of the new Lowe's food stores. your all new local Lowe's Foods. Stop by the Pick and Prep and, you know, get some of your veggies chopped up.
Kind of makes me want to have a cup of coffee with her.
I know.
Is that inappropriate?
But the other flavors that are out there are the mango salsa and the wasabi ginger.
And they're coming up.
And they're coming up in the next couple weeks. And last week we did the cappuccino. So far, of the two, this one's better than the cappuccino.
was.
But the dill pickle, flipping home run, Humpty Dumpty.
Yeah, that's not in the running though.
No, it's not in the running.
Be easy.
It should have been in the running.
It should have been in the running.
Humpty Dumpty, man.
Had a great fall.
And what
Humpty-
I've always wondered about these, like, since we've moved down here and we've traveled a lot more through the South since living in the South, all the different regional chips. And sometimes I wonder if a national company, let's say a Lowe's, or a Lay's or an Utz,
Yep.
makes these little regional brands, and so your Humpty Dumpty chip
Could came out of the same factory.
may be the same chip as our Wegmans chip, because when we're in Rochester, the Wegmans brand chips, which you featured a few on the show, are high quality chips.
Yeah.
I mean, they ain't great value
Those
chips.
Kroger chips from up there.
Those Kroger chips are on point.
Those are as good as any like boutique chip you can buy out
Yeah. I mean, so sometimes you can spend, almost your whole paycheck on potato chips.
there. You could.
You could. We don't.
We don't.
Because we buy smart, because we buy at, because we shop at.
I buy when the market's right.
Yeah, because we shop S-Mart.
I'm making the right decisions over here.
Yeah, you are.
All right, folks.
Big
Thanks for
time.
joining us, Grown Man Record Night. Jesus Christ, I can't emphasize enough how much I appreciate everybody for joining us. We had a lot
We
of
love
people.
you all.
We had a lot of people on the live joint tonight.
On the live wires.
And before we really close it out, I just got to leave you with the ultimate Grown Man Record Night question.
Yeah, drop some knowledge on these cats.
Jerry Belson or Jerry Davis?
Oh.
I want you guys to think about that and get back to me next week. So we appreciate each and every one of you for joining us. Our first one without cameraman Steve's
know.
out here. It's kind of weird, but we
No, but
appreciate
it's
both
not
fans.
weird, man, because we kept high energy.
Yeah,
and just
man.
because they're not here, that doesn't mean they're not here.
There's spirits here.
Oh, I know. My man, Mikey Bananas, is missing cameraman. Because the twin bed, you may have more room in the twin bed, but it's lonely.
The dividers, it's all rubbed off at the bottom.
Yeah, the divider.
All right. All right, folks.
All right, you guys. Keep
For
crazy, you kids.
For Kimmy and the girlfriend and the bossman, I am Mikey Bananas. We'll see you next week. Be sure to check out our YouTube channel, our Facebook page, and also
Tell a friend.
Also, if your mom is hot enough, go ahead and send me some pics. We'll get it right on the
Yeah.
show.
Ants, hot ants too.
Hot ants, I'm all about it. So just hook me up, and we'll see you next time, next week with the brand new Grown Man Record Night. We're coming up on the 100th show, so you guys want to stay tuned.
And who else is pumping out this kind of content every week for free?
Not your uncle. It's not your damn uncle. I promise you. We'll see you next week. We appreciate you. Y'all take care. Have a good weekend, everybody.